Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for being here. So you can see the phone on me and all that good stuff. But anyways, guys, what do I want to talk to you about today? Do you see how sometimes police will tell people, well, your story changed. So you lying? Are you lying? So which one is true? What is true? It's funny because that's how they trend them. Again, they train them to believe when somebody tells them different story, they're a liar. They train them, they what do you call that? They brainwash them into thinking that way. But are these people really lying? People will tell you different stories. Are they really lying? Do you have children that tell you a story and they tell you a different story? Are they really lying? You guys know there are different parallel reality, right? So I'm gonna give you a little story. My boyfriend and I got into an argument over washing machine. So you know, guys, I had this whole flood in my house. So the flooding started from the washing machine. So we remove it, disconnect it from the house, so it's draining outside by itself. So my boyfriend went and do laundry, and he told me that he did laundry and the things are not being dry properly. Something is wrong with the dryer machine. And I went in the room and the floor is dry, which means no washing machine was ever being ran. Like no one was doing any washing, like was not washing. No laundry was being washed, right? That's my reality. And then he's just splitting up and down with me that he did laundry. And I'm like, why are you lying? The floor is dry. What are you talking about? So he got upset. He left. And we didn't talk about it a couple days. And I'm like, okay. I went to dry the clothes. Clothes are dried. They're fine. The dryer is working fine. I'm like, that same day, right? The next 2 days later, him and I are not talking. We talk, but we're not together. He went home. I stayed in my house. We just talk on the phone and stuff like that. 2 days later, I went myself and do laundry. I stepped into the reality he was telling me. I did laundry. The floor is fucking dry. And I'm like, that's weird. Because I know the water is supposed to run out. And I'm like, okay. So I took the laundry, the clothes, and I put them in the dryer. And the dryer refused to dry these clothes. And I'm like, okay. So I just step into a reality. So basically, to him, he's gonna think, okay, what did I do wrong? I lied. Did I lie? He might even step into a reality, like mess himself up to think that he lied. He might even create a story in his head that he lied. And that's when people start calling themselves crazy. Because a lot of people, especially people in high vibration or the younger people now, or people who don't know how to center their energy, they're going from dimension to different they're going to parallel realities. They go to different parallel realities. They're jumping from dimensions and they don't know. That's what they're doing because they don't have somebody explaining to them, you are not lying. You are seeing something different on a different reality. You are not a liar. I remember my little brother used to have problems with my mom all the time. He's like, Christine, I'm not lying. And then he's like so persistent about what he's telling. He's like, Mom, I'm telling you, I'm not lying. And my mom used to say, oh my God, you're such a liar. My mom used to say, such a liar. And then he's probably thinking now he's a liar. And the police are doing the same thing to people when they say, well, ma'am, why is your son? That actually happens to me. But I'm older, I'm smarter. I don't get intimidated by police telling me why my story is different. I said, I'm the fucking chief here. I called you to give you a report. Take it. And it's like, but man, that's not what you said when you called on the phone. I said, I don't know what they tell you on the phone. I don't even know what I told them on the phone. But right now, I'm telling you, right here, right now, I'm telling you I need security in my house. I need to take this report right now. I'm telling you what I'm telling you now. Take that. Right now. And she's like, so what do you want me to write? I want you to write what I'm telling you now. What about what they told me? I don't know what they told you to go talk to them. Because you see, I'm not gonna say he's lying to me, because I might have told them a different story when I called earlier to report the people like breaking into my house. I must have did give them a different story, and I'm telling him a different story now. I don't know. I don't know, because you have to remember, when it first happened, my emotions were different than when I actually drive. It wasn't actually, I wasn't living there. It was a property that I own. So I actually drove from my house about 30 minutes to go to the property. My emotions were already calmed. I already know police were there. I was in a different state of mind. So yes, maybe I tell them, most likely, not maybe, most likely I tell them the story a little bit more, level-headed, or what you would call level-headed, or I have a different perspective, a different reality. You see, your reality goes with your emotion. So stop telling people they're liars. Stop telling your kids they're liars, because they're telling you something in a different reality. It's not reality for you. I had a cousin who used to tell stories, like elaborate stories, and I always said, I said, liar, I don't want to talk to him. Until I realized my sister was telling me something about him, and I realized, oh my gosh, his vibration was different than our vibration at that time, and he was avoiding us, and he was telling, well, not me actually, him and I was always good together. I avoided him because everybody was telling me he's a liar, and I didn't want him to lie to me. And to tell you the truth, he never lied to me, but that's what people were telling me, so I avoided him. And then when my sister was telling me a story, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've done that before. Then I realized he was living in a different parallel reality. Like he was seeing different things than my sister, than my family, so everybody called him a liar. And just so happened the things he was telling them turned out to be what actually make him successful. But they were saying he was lying. He's actually successful from the things he was actually telling them. So you see, don't worry about people's perception. Don't worry about what people tell you. Calling you liars, people tell you you're a liar, don't worry about it. You are seeing something different. Your reality is different from their reality. Your mindset is different from their mindset. Your perception is different from their perception. So before you call someone else a liar, sit down and let them explain to you exactly what they mean. And they may not even be able to give you the details, because they're not in that state of mind in that moment anymore. They're not in that reality anymore. They had already left. And a lot of people switch reality without knowing. This is a reality right now if you're watching this video. By the time you're watching it, let's just see it that way. I'm going to be doing something else. Two different reality. You see, like filming, social media kind of give you an example of what life is really about. Like gaming, doing graphic motion, all these things. If you get into technology, if you get into media and stuff like that, you kind of realize what kind of stimulation is it that you are living in. So you can create whatever you want. And stop calling people liar, please. And have an amazing day. Bye-bye.